a check-in on what's new for you in love. Who is the new person coming into you? We want to know all about a new person. So first thing we're going to find out is the qualities of this new person. Then we're going to be looking into, who do they remind you of? Like, is there someone in your past that they have similar qualities? The reason we're asking that question is so that you can recognize them when they come in. We're also going to look at the shadow aspects that you need to look at and to work on and release to change the dynamic of the situation, or to keep yourself from blocking or sabotaging the connection. And lastly, we're going to look at the qualities, your beautiful, positive qualities that are attracting this individual, what they're attracted to about you, what they love about you, what draws them in, that you can focus on and amplify even more. I'm going to see if I can find a piece of sage here that I can use. I've about used it all. I need some more. And just kind of go around to my cards for a second. Yes, thank you so much. If you are joining me live, I appreciate it very much. If you're a Sagittarius or a fire sign or any sign, really, it really doesn't matter. If you have a question, you can ask and I will address it at the end of this video. If I can't address all of them if there's more than one, but I will pick a question and I will address it. Here we go. I want to look at the energy of the person for Sagittarius, energy of the person for Sagittarius that is coming in. Let the energy settle for a second. The energy that is surrounding Sagittarius, what energy of the new person? What's the energy that the new person holds for Sagittarius, please? Oh, nice. You get the Temperance. The energy of balance. This may be a person who is able to balance the masculine and feminine energies, not dominant in one or the other, is able to be very fluid with life, very balanced, very patient, very kind. Show me more about this new energy, this new person coming in for Sagittarius. King of Wands in the reverse. That is like the third time I've gotten that today. So a King of Wands in the upright, I love. A King of Wands in the reverse, not so much, because they can be a little bit manipulative with their energy. They're usually a very sexy individual, but they use their body, or they use their charm, or they use their smile, or their magnetic personality to draw people in. They can also be a fire sign, just like you. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. Show me more about this new person. What are the qualities of this new person coming in for Sagittarius? They may have some water in their chart. They may also, they may be a Scorpio. They may have some confusion in their life, a little bit of drama going on in their life still. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I feel like they, in their magnetism, tend to draw in emotional, they tend to attract codependency to their world, as in others become codependent on them. They want them to make them feel a certain way. Then that just creates a lot of drama in their life. But look, I love that they're coming out with Temperance. Like, they're very patient and kind underneath it all. I think that they just get a little bit too carried away with some of their energy, and then it creates not so much an imbalance in their life, but in the lives of others. Then they have to deal with that imbalance, and it creates a lot of drama. That's kind of what I'm picking up on. So who is this that they'll remind you of? Is there someone in your life now that you'll meet them and you'll be like, oh my gosh, they remind me so much of so-and-so, or how so-and-so was? Let's see, who will they remind you of? Someone who is very good at strategy, planning. This could be an earth sign that has been in your past or is currently in your life. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Someone who takes a step back, doesn't rush into things, invests time and energy into things, likes to plan things, likes to step back and see how things are going or growing. Maybe someone who has also had to walk away from situations that they've invested a lot of themselves into, a lot of their time and their energy, and they just had to, they tried really hard. It wasn't working out. They're very practical. It feels like a very practical person. So they're going to remind you of when they come in, when this new person comes in, Sagittarius, you will be reminded of this person this person feels very grounded, very practical. They plan things, feels like an earth sign here. They remind you of that, something about them. They may look like this person. They may act like this person. They may hold some of the same qualities of this person. I'm not sure. It's kind of feeling like a father energy. It may remind you of if you have a father who's like just very hard worker, very practical, plans things out, doesn't jump into things. Okay, this can be someone also who tends to be a little bit on the selfish side of things, kind of neglects emotional connections because of work. This can also be someone who gets very disappointed when, as in, something was supposed to come in for them or supposed to happen for them, and it didn't happen, and feel like it's a missed opportunity, and they get very disappointed in that. So this is a person who this new love will remind you of. Now let's look at your shadow aspects that you need to know about. What's your shadow side? This is something that can block this connection. What is something within you that can block the connection on the shadow side of you, Sagittarius? Maybe needing to listen more, or needing to be open to learning new things. Maybe you're a little bit closed off when it comes to listening to the advice of other people, listening to, maybe you've got kind of I already know that, I already know that, I already know that. Maybe you've got that kind of mental attitude and you just need to open up to listening more. What's another shadow aspect of you? That's kind of what I'm feeling from that card. And being open to new ideas also. Being open to new communication, new ideas. Also, getting caught up in your own mind and in your own stories. Not being willing to self-reflect. I need you to think about this. And I'm telling you the hard part, and then I'm going to tell you the beautiful things about you, okay? But this is what will block the connection, or be triggered by this connection, okay? We want to have a loving, wonderful relationship with whoever this is. If they're coming in as a King of Wands reversed, you have to be careful with that type of energy, because that can be kind of a player energy, Sagittarius. You have to be careful. But it can also be very fun, loving energy, as long as they work on themselves and become a little more functional and don't create codependencies in other people. But you'll need to look at ways in which your mind, you get tied up in your head about things and you feel like you can't move forward. You feel trapped. You feel stuck. You're suffering because of things that your mind is saying. So you may get caught up in your head about things, Sagittarius, and that may hold you back a little bit. And they may challenge this for you, Sagittarius. Also, an energy of moving very fast. That may sabotage this connection. That may show up actually as a block for you if you try to move this along too fast. Also, I don't know why I always see the Chariot card as looking at things too black and white, not seeing, you get too fixed on, well, it has to be this way or that way, to just be more fluid with it, to allow it to change and grow as it changes. You may have this rigid schedule of like, okay, well, we date for this long, and then we enter a committed relationship for this long, and then we get engaged at this point, and then we get married at this point, and then we have, like, you may have this rigid schedule of how things are supposed to move. and you may have this time thing that you're watching. And I think this is saying, let that go, okay? Like, let this just be what it is. Or if you don't, if you have these high expectations, Sagittarius, this is going to block this connection. So now let's look at the beautiful things about you. And there are many beautiful things about you, Sagittarius. Let's look at the things that your new person is going to be extremely attracted to about you. What are they going to be attracted to, Sagittarius? What about Sagittarius is going to be super attractive? They're going to love this about you. Oh my gosh. How you're able to overcome addictions. How you're able to see things within yourself. You may work with others on addictive issues. You may be a therapist. You may work with people on their addictions, or you may have overcome an addiction, Sagittarius. They're going to see a lot of strength in you about how you're able to see toxic things and step away from toxic things. What else will they love about you? What else are they going to be attracted to about you? Sexy woman or man, super sexy. This King of Wands loves, it's going to be very attracted to you physically. See you as a very sexy individual. And love your passion. Also, I just heard your honesty. Like, you feel like you're very upfront. You don't sugarcoat things. You're very, this is, wow, what a great card for Sagittarius. This is a fire sign energy. I think you're attracting in a fellow fire sign. So they love you really embody the fire sign energy. And they really love that. Everything about you just feels passionate and fun. What else, Sagittarius? What else for Sagittarius? Ah, beautiful. How you offer love. They're going to be very attracted to you at how you also give second chances. You are very direct. I feel like you're very direct and very honest and upfront, but you also understand people make mistakes. And you don't shut people out. You don't punish them over mistakes. You're very willing to offer love, unconditional love, even in the face of mistakes. And I think that's why maybe you've been through some anybody who's been through some stuff and needed compassion and understanding from other people are able to really give that out when other people need it. At some point, you may have needed that a lot. You may have needed a lot of love and understanding, unconditional love. Maybe you had some addiction you were overcoming, something that was toxic in your life, and you really needed the compassion and love. And so when you're on needing to receive that, and you receive it from somebody, finally, you are so willing to give it. They're going to love that about you. How unconditionally and non-judgmental you are. Also, how open and honest you are. How you don't wear a mask. What you see is what you get with the Sagittarius energy. And you've overcome things in your life, and you're willing to give love and compassion to others who are needing to overcome some things. And if he's in a King of Wands in reverse energy, he is probably going to need to overcome some things. So let's look at the connecting energy before we close. Let's look at the union energy. Well, that just flipped out. Okay, we got two cards here. This is going to spark, this union is going to spark inspiration. It's going to inspire you both. This is ignite a spark within both of you of create. You're going to be inspired by each other. Okay, but spirit is going to come in and inspire something, probably in one or both of you, that needs to be torn down. Some aspect of your life or your ego or your something This is all fire, baby. Like, we're going to burn something down. We're going to cleanse and purge something out of your life so something new can grow. That's what this new connection is going to trigger. I'm going to give this connection a thumbs up. So when you notice this one coming, I mean, good will come of this. Do work on those things, those shadow aspects. And I think you're going to see a tremendous amount of growth and expansion from connecting with this new energy. I hope this helps, and I'll see you on the next one.